Have you ever stopped to wonder why we don't remember anything from when we were babies? Not the day we were born, not those wobbly first steps, not the first word that came out of our mouths. Nothing. It's like the very first chapter of our lives is missing pages. And that's bizarre because those are huge moments. The first time we opened our eyes to the world, our first stumble trying to walk, the first reactions to everything around us. Yet our mind simply wipes it all out. Why? Did those memories never exist? Or are they stored somewhere deep in our brain, locked away in a vault we no longer have the key to? Today, we're diving into this mystery, mixing science, weird theories, and even a little bit of what feels like science fiction. Scientifically, this phenomenon has a fancy name: infantile amnesia. That's what researchers call this universal inability to remember the first years of our lives. And when I say universal, I mean universal. No healthy adult can recall detailed memories from when they were 1, 2, or even 3 years old. But here's the real question scientists are trying to answer. It's not only why we don't remember, it's what happens to those memories. Are they never formed? Or do they get stored somewhere and later turn into a dead file, buried inside the brain like something lost in a folder you can't find anymore? Science loves a good mystery. And this one might be one of the most fascinating when it comes to understanding what makes us who we are. For decades, the leading theory was simple: babies don't create real memories. The reasoning was that babies don't yet have a sense of identity. That feeling of, I exist, and this happened to me. Without that, there wouldn't be enough structure to build long-term memories. Another idea suggested that real memories only start forming once we learn language. Because without words, how would we mentally label an experience? Imagine trying to keep a journal without knowing how to write. You feel, you live, you experience. But nothing gets recorded. It's as if, during early childhood, we live in live broadcast mode, but there's no record button. But here comes the main character in this story: the hippocampus. It's the part of the brain responsible for creating and storing memories, and it even looks a bit like a tiny seahorse. When we are born, this memory center isn't fully built yet. And throughout the first years of life, it goes through rapid development. Scientists have observed that it practically doubles in size, assembling itself piece by piece so we can later turn experiences into memories. If the hippocampus is incomplete, memories may happen, but there's nowhere to store them. It's like taking amazing photos with a phone that doesn't have a memory card. That theory made perfect sense, until science did what science does best: questioned everything. Recently, a group of researchers asked, what if we've underestimated babies this whole time? What if they do store memories much earlier than we ever imagined? That single question opened doors to new research. Because if babies actually have the ability to create memories, then the problem isn't creation, it's access. Maybe the file is there. We just don't have the password anymore. And that changes everything. Yale University, here in the US, ran a brilliant study to test that idea. Babies, some as young as 4 months old, were placed in scanners that monitored brain activity while they looked at new images. Later, the researchers showed the same images alongside completely different ones, observing which ones the babies looked at longer. The result? When the baby's hippocampus was active the first time they saw an image, they later recognized it. That means they remembered it. Not a guess, not randomness, memory. Yes, babies remember things. So now the big question becomes, if babies can create memories, why can't we recall any of them once we're adults? It's like waking up one day with amnesia about the beginning of your own life. Do these memories get erased over time? Does our brain prioritize new memories and delete the old ones? Or do the memories still exist, just locked away? Like a file that's incompatible with our adult operating system? Scientists are obsessed with figuring this out. In another study, researchers worked with mice. And things got even more interesting. They taught baby mice how to escape a maze. When the mice grew up, they no longer remembered how to do it. But when scientists reactivated the exact brain region where that memory had been stored, the memory came back. It was as if the brain said, "Oh, that? It was saved. Here you go." Now imagine something like that being possible in humans. Could we someday recover memories from when we were babies? No one knows for sure yet, but science is getting closer. There's also another fascinating theory. Maybe those memories are still there, but we lose access to them because our way of thinking changes as we grow. It's like switching phones. You have all your photos on the old one, but the new cable doesn't fit and your computer doesn't recognize the files. The data exists, but you can't open it. If a baby's brain works in one format and the adult brain works in another, memory loss might be nothing more than incompatibility. And there's still one more twist. Human memory isn't a recording. It's a reconstruction. When people tell you stories from your childhood, show you pictures, or describe something that supposedly happened to you, your brain can build a narrative so vivid that you start believing that memory is yours. That memory of you in the crib that feels so real? Maybe it never happened that way. Our mind doesn't record reality like a camera. It edits, reinterprets, rewrites, and sometimes creates. When we think about all this, infantile amnesia becomes more than just a curiosity. It becomes a reflection about identity. Because if there's a whole part of our life that we can't access, what does that say about who we are today? Maybe those memories are still there, sleeping in the background, shaping our personality, our fears, our emotions, even if they never come to the surface again. If you enjoyed this journey into the mystery of the human mind and want more videos that reveal the extraordinary hidden in everyday life, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.